Shalom, and entry Tefillah. He quotes Midrash Tanhuma. There's nothing more important than prayer. The Midrash also, the Gemara Masechet Brachot says, and Amud Bet 32b, Gdolat Tefillah yoter min hakorbanot. That Tefillah is greater than the sacrifices. So for a person has to make sure to be excited and motivated and do it with concentration and do it properly. The Tikkun Zohar writes that Tefillah Shkula, Tefillah kekol mitzvot. Tefillah is equal to all the other 612 mitzvot. That's how powerful Tefillah is. Midrash Teilim says, En omed la'adam lo mamono velo chokhmato velo gvurato. In a time of need, what's going to stand for you? Is your wisdom going to stand for you? No. Is your money going to stand for you? No. Is your wisdom going to stand for you? Is your mightiness going to stand for you? No. Only thing that's going to stand for you, ma omed lo Tfilato. His tefillah is going to stand for him. That's the only thing you have what to rely on in a time of need. He says, we learn from the Midrash about Leah. Leah, the wife of Yaakov Avinu, one of the Imaot. How did she zocha to have Yaakov Avinu as her husband? Really, she was supposed to marry Esau. And then because she cried and she had baggy eyes because of all of her crying, she married it to change the decree to make it that she could marry Yaakov Avinu. You see the power of the tefillah. Now, we have also, the Gemara says there are two people. They live the same lives, more or less, the same level of religiousness. One went to Gan Eden, one went to Gehenom. The Gemara says, what was the difference between the two? The Gemara says that his tefillah was shlema, and his tefillah was not shlema. His tefillah was complete, and his tefillah was not complete. And Rashi explains over there, it means b'kavanah. His prayer was with kavanah, his prayer without kavanah, and because he had prayer kavanah, that's why, even though they were the same person, more or less, he was able to go to Gan Eden and again. So therefore, a person you see from here, that a person has to make sure to go out of his way to come on time, to pray, and to have focus, and because it saves you from many things. Now, the importance of praying with a minyan. The sages tell us, Masechet Ta'anin, praying with a minyan is very important. You shouldn't say to yourself, well, I pray by myself, so what's the big difference? Why should I do it in the shul? So the Masechet Ta'anin, Chet Amud Aleph 8 tells us, Tfilah tzibur mitkabelet af she'en mechavnim. If you pray with the tzibur, if you pray with the group, with the minyan, your prayer is accepted even though you didn't have the proper kavanah, even though you didn't focus and have proper concentration, because you pray with the minyan, Hashem passed the class. He didn't judge each one individually. It was a curve. Basically, everybody went through. If this tzaddik got accepted and this tzaddik got accepted, we basically go and we make every person go along as well. So therefore, the story I end off with was that there was a group of soldiers, and they were in the middle of a gunfight for many hours, and it was almost end of time for mincha. They were religious guys; they wanted to pray mincha, and they went to this house, and they knew they cleared out, and they were waiting and relaxing after the long gunfight in order to get their strength to go pray. They were what? There were 9 people. And then they needed to go get one other guy, and there was a sniper group that was a couple hundred yards away. They called them and radioed them in and told them, send one guy, we want to pray minyan. So they all decided they were going to come. So they finally came after they rested, and one guy, 5 minutes before they wanted to pray, he said, wait, I have to go to the bathroom. So they waited for him. He went to the bathroom, and he went to the other house, a nearby house, to go to the bathroom. It was also deserted in the middle of a gunfight. So then he went to the bathroom, and they're waiting, and says, no, we want to pray mincha. What happened? So the people went to go check for him. They saw in the bathroom actually was a hole for a tunnel. And inside the tunnel, they heard his friends screaming. And the Arabs were in there. When he went into the bathroom, they saw him, they grabbed him, and they took him, they were going to take him hostage. He was going to be a hostage. But because they wanted to go pray mincha, so they went looking for him, and they found him while he wasn't so deep in the tunnel. And they go, and they had a gunfight, and they saved their friend. Because if they wouldn't have prayed mincha, he would have went to the bathroom and never came back, because that's the power of praying in the minyan. You don't know how many things